Hello everyone and welcome back to Bullshit Creepypasta Storytime, the segment where I don't think I've done one of these since December. So whoops. But don't worry, because I'm making up with it with a new one. And oh, what a new one it is. And yeah, a little edgelordy. Because today on Bullshit Creepypasta Storytime, we're gonna tell the tale of a story that's dark, full of destiny. You guessed right. It's Final Fantasy Dark Destiny. Not a great... It just comes off as edgelordy. I'm sorry. Okay, but you know, no. One of my favorite video games is the Final Fantasy series. Now already I have to take issue with this because they just said that one of their favorite video games is an entire series. Which, you know, there are peaks and valleys. Just saying. More than one also. But I've played just about every game in the series. Even the ones that weren't released in the United States where I live. Don't give away your location. Not to mention the that's just gonna make us look worse. Not to mention the spin-off titles. That board game with Dragon Quest. I don't know. My favorite game, and maybe my favorite game of all, is Final Fantasy VII. Shocker. I must have played it at least 3 times to 100% completion by now. You'd think that'd be something that, like, if you'd done it 3 times, you'd, like, remember. Because I imagine it takes a little bit to get 100% 3 times. Did I? I don't know. I'm insane. I know some people might think it's not as good as most people... Hold on a sec. I know some people might think it's not as good as most people think it is. What? I'm just gonna move on. Oh, hello. Wait. I know some people might think it's not as good as most people think it is. Okay. There should be some commas in here. But although I was getting bored... See, there's no commas. There's not even a fucking period. It's just... of the game, I couldn't... Wait. Although I was getting bored of the game, I couldn't stop playing it. This is a rare instance where the author is drawn to keep playing the game. Not because spooky things are spooky, but because they actually just like the game. I mean, it'll probably devolve into the stupid thing. Still, I take note. But yeah, I couldn't stop playing it because it was just that good. Also, they don't sell any other video games except the Final Fantasy ones, the spin-off. But ellipses dot. On my 4th playthrough, something happened that I'll never forget. This isn't your average story. This is a below average story. Sorry. If you thought you knew, Final Fantasy VII. Also, I want to point out that the story has both used the number 7, like normal, as well as the Roman numeral. So, like, things are going off the rails. They don't care. But yeah, if you think you know Final Fantasy VII, think again. Because like me, this story of Cloud will probably change how you see him forever. Something I highly doubt, because I've seen Cloud in a dress. He's beautiful. So unless this story somehow ends up going down the path of this is what Cloud looks like in the lingerie, then I'm just going to stick to Rule 34 story. I'm not really interested in you. But it all started that... What? Okay, I'm sorry. That one day, but it's the number. Go to hell. That one day, I began my final playthrough of the game. I put the disc in the PS1 and started a new game, like anyone would. Broad assumptions. But I noticed something was of. You know what? Something's up. But yeah, you know, I couldn't help but notice that something was about how it started, you know? The PS1 began smoking, and strange sounds were made. Well, to be fair, it was smoking. Why does it smell like burning plastic? Author passed out. The end. I thought maybe the disc was corrupt, because as we all know, if a disc is corrupt, your system is fucked. But kept on playing in case anything happened. You know what? This game, I don't know, something may be up, and also I think it broke my PlayStation 1, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to continue playing it, but just on the off chance something bad could happen and I can write it down in the story in Notepad later on, I'm just going to keep playing it. I was playing as Cloud. Wait. I was playing as the main character of Final Fantasy VII. Shocker. I know. But he is not in Midgar as normal. He seems to be standing in what looks like a debug room, but how is that possible? I didn't have a hacked game. And I certainly didn't get the game from some old man or a garage sale like most. I got half of Final Fantasy VII from an old man and half from a garage sale. But I took out the game and checked it, and something indeed was wrong. There was a large scratch running across the disc, and it was very deep. Smoking, as if the console had burned the gashing scratch into the CD. I began wondering, how could the game even work at all? I don't remember scratching the game or anything, a likely story. I shrugged it off, however, and put the... Wait. You know what? This disc has this big-ass, gaping wound. Put it back in. It's not going to do any damage to the console. Shut up. But yeah, just fuck it. Throw that back in. And in the strange debug room, Yuffie was the only... Yuffie was the only thing I could talk to? She's a person, author. A fictional one. But still, she has feelings. But yeah, I was talking to my favorite thing, Yuffie. Like in the normal debug room, I suppose, However, the options that appeared when I speak to her, now she's a person, aren't the normal options. There were only 3. They said in bold font that wasn't normal for Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy I know would never use bold font. It looked like ... ellipses ... It was written in blood. Oh no! Who saw that coming? No one, because it seemed like it came out of nowhere. As if with a paintbrush of some kind. Well, video games are art. And this is living proof. The words said, in caps, "Help us!" and kill him, and too late, except 2. It's the wrong 2. There needs to be another O there. So this is more like saying, "Hey, we're going too late." But I selected the first option, "Help us," to see what happens. The screen fades out, and into Cloud, standing there, surrounded by his teammates, except Yuffie. Author, not a fan of Yuffie, loves Final Fantasy also. They were suspended in some tanks that the it's time for me to try and pronounce Final Fantasy terminology I didn't pay attention to. Nibelheim, Mako React... Wait, they spelled reactor wrong. I'm sorry. The Mako Reikotor. That's close. So anyways, we were at the Mako Reikotor. And it, in quotes, this, ellipses, is all ... your fault. I heard Barrett say. What did he mean? He just said it was your fault. Self-explanatory. Had Cloud done this to them? Had Cloud misspelled reactor as reactor? Because that's a different... That doesn't seem like a word. But my question was answered. You let him do this to us, T-Fad said. So it was not Cloud, but someone else? But who? I don't know who. You're the story person thing. Thomas? They seemed in pain, as if the Mako tanks were hurting them. Indeed, it seemed as if they're wrong there. Usually I don't really care. Anyway, grammar. Skin was being burned alive by the liquid as they began to transcension into the monsters made from Mako poisoning. Soon they died right there. Hideous state. Wait, I'm sorry. Right there. In there. Wrong there. Hideous state. Cloud screamed. Google different theirs and stuff. I don't know. Added another circle to 2. Circle. Which was odd. Cloud, I don't remember the game even having voice acting. You played through it 3 times. He grabbed his head and begun shaking it like the animation he makes when Sephiroth gets in his mind. The screen faded, then again, and Cloud was back in the debug room with Yuffie. Wait. With Yuffie was standing there again. Cloud was back in the debug room with Yuffie was standing there again. Okay, look. Commas. And maybe, 2 more words, okay? But I talked to her again, and help us was no longer there. I selected kill him next. As you do. But immediately, I was thrust into battle scenario. That's such a weird wording. No music played in the battle scenario. Cloud was facing an enemy. No shit. Battle scenario. The enemy was none other than Sephiroth himself. Bum dum dum. Oh wow, this story with all these, you know, these crazy twists that you would never expect. But the battle was easy, like the final battle between Cloud and Sephiroth at the end of the game. Somehow Cloud seemed to have no level, but had 9,999 in health and all stats and attributes, but was afflicted with the sadness status ailment. That's an audible sigh. I selected the attack option, and Sephiroth offered no defense against Cloud's slash, as if he want to die. Wanted, he doesn't even try to resist, but the great slash did nothing. No attack points even showed up above Sephiroth after the hit. You could have saved them, Sephiroth said. Your friends! I'm sorry. No, that's not the word friend, is it? Your friends. Your friends? Your friend? F-R-E-I-N. Your friends! Your home. Even him, too. Again, wrong too. But, it's too wrong. Late for him now. Him? What could he mean? Who was him he was talking about? Then, before I could choose another option, Sephiroth died just there as a giant sword pierced his chest. Who would have thought? Blood burst from his chest as the sword was pulled out. It was a Buster sword like Cloud's. But 4 dots, who else could have... God. Who else could had... Not have... Have a Buster sword but him? It could only be ... space. The one wielding the sword was a black silhouette who I could not make out. But despite the fact that I, A, am writing this story, and B, am making it, like real fucking obvious, like, super obvious. Like, you're not throwing... Have Waluigi show up or something. It's not going to be Waluigi who shows up, by the way. Everyone who's played this game knows where this is going. Also, when is the Creepypasta part? I feel like I've been reading for a while, but I'm not actually sure I've been Creepypasted yet. Like, what? So I'm a little lost. Also, I lost my spot in the story. But yeah, black silhouette who I could not make out, even though it's probably Zack. He walked away into the darkness and bowed me to follow him. But the screen faded to black before I could. I was back in the debug room and Yuffie presented the final option. Why is Yuffie just hanging around in this debug room? Smarts. She's the ninja. Hiding out. But the final option, too late. With 2 spelled incorrectly. I select it. And then the unthinkable happened. Not happened. Just happened. Yuffie's head exploded. This story is fucking terrible. It's you're so bad. But anyways, Yuffie's head exploded with fierce intensity and blood. Red, fluid begins gushing from her neck. If you're strong enough, come get me, or else you're next. I heard a voice say, I am scared now. Was someone hunting Cloud and his friends? Was someone hunting me in caps? I realize what I must do. I have to learn vocabulary and other stuff at school. I move Cloud towards the shadowy figure. Yeah, that's a smart move. Oh no, a shadowy figure is probably dangerous. I'm gonna walk towards him. He draws his Buster sword and slashes Cloud. See, that was a great idea. Cloud was knocked out, and the screen fades. He awakes in a dark room like the planet's core at the end of the game. Cloud's friends are all dead, with body parts cut of. Oh no! Not cut of. And hanging, floating in the air surrounding the planet's core. How does it feel to have everything taken away in a very silly-ish manner? The black figure faded and revealed that it was it was Zack Fair, the very same Zack. That was supposed to be a great revelation, by the way. You never saw it come. No one even remembers who he is, although he was in the remake. Zack Fair. Fair no longer has a capitalization on the F. That saved Cloud from Shinra all those years ago. You took my life. I took your friends, Zack said. Now do you remember? When I died, you took my identity and lived in Midgar as me, forgetting everything I did for you? Well, now it's my turn to ruin your life. Because those are the rules. But this wasn't possible. Did Crisis Core not come out yet? Zack was supposed to be dead? Question mark? That feels like me when I was playing the remake at the end. Like, wait a minute. What's going on here? But how could he be haunting Cloud? His best friend? There's no way this is possible. Clud. Clud? Oh no, Clud! Well, at least Cloud is going to be safe. Claude could do nothing in defense. Zack stabbed. I will now be referring to Cloud as Clud for every Cloud that's left in the story. Clud could do nothing in defense. Zack stabbed him through the heart. And his sword. With his sword, sorry. My mistake. Suddenly, Clud begins screaming in agony. Zack's face is dark now, his bloodlust eyes highlighted by his desire to kill. As Clud lies there, he utters his last breath. Soon, Zack faces me and says something I'll never forget. Because I'm an elephant. Elephants never forget. You're neck. And that's it. That is, I don't really do reviews of stories, generally speaking. But I gotta say, that story was horrible. It wasn't fun. It was kind of fun, but it had a lot of... It was bad. But, I guess that's kind of the point of this segment. So I hope to God someone enjoyed this. But yes, thank you all for watching Bullshit Creepypasta Storytime and the adventures of Clud. I hope you all have a lovely day, and thank you again for watching. Oh no, End-Slate! Welcome back to End-Slate, where, can you hear that in the air? That's the magical sound of, oh god, it's summer, or it's close enough, and it's hot as fuck, so I'm sorry about the air conditioner. Welcome back to End Slate, where it's been a while. Happy to see y'all here in the flesh, because I can see every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed the new bullshit Creepypasta Storytime on Final Fantasy Dark Destiny. If you're a patron, you saw this video earlier. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Also, sorry we're not doing one of these since like December. I thought I had done one sooner than that. I'll hook you guys up though over the coming months. Now that I realize I've neglected you. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, if you liked it, be sure to subscribe or like the video or I don't know. Links in the description. I have a Patreon. I stream on Twitch. YouTube hates me though. But hold on. Here's what I'm really here to do is do some thanks. Is to thank it up. Because that's what I'm all about. That's what End Slate's all about, even though people don't like it because it goes on for too long. But it's already been like 25 minutes of your life. What's another 87? And with that said, thank you very much to all the people who make this possible. Thank you, Skinny720. Thank you, Michaela. For some reason, my brain was thinking there was going to be a second part to the name. Michaela blank. Thank you, though. Thank you, Snooper and Lily Starflame, Whitman, Christino, Fernando Silverman, Crunchy Face, Nolan, Queen, Sapphire, Licky. I'm sorry, I just woke up. Nikki Layman, not Licky Layman. That's my OC. Do not steal original character. Thank you, Nikki. I'm sorry for pronouncing your name. Thank you, Ragnar, the Green, who runs the Discord, because I'm afraid of it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Mohawk, Nikki Batelli, Blinker002, Aria, Matthew Newitt, Michael Holder II, Anal Bag. Thank you. Thank you, Kenpachi Ramasama, Bradley Harder, River Casey, the Red 9 in RE4. Still good. Thank you, Eek. Thank you. Come watch my Twitch streams. I didn't say that. That was the name of the person. Hi. Thank you, John Garcia and M Gamers, Greg Wolf, Mr. Bowler, Antonio Antonio Anguaya. I'm second guessing myself. Thank you, Antonio Anguaya. The wheels. Thank you. The wheels and the bus go die. I wonder if they ever live. Thank you, Angel Bane. And thank you, John Paul Hort. Thank you, Kami Moon. Also, I got your message recently. I hope you're doing well as well. This is probably a weird place to respond, so I'll have to do it in the message form as well. But it came up to mind when I was doing that. Thank you, Link, the 8th, or Link Violet, as it's also pronounced. Thank you, Effrey684. Thank you, Michael P. Thank you. Hey, it's Brad. Thank you, Zachary Alexander. Thank you, Andrew Silverman. The Pie Man. Wait. The Epi Man. Why do I want to say Pie Man? Thank you, the Epi Man. If you run into the Pie Man, let me know. Thank you, Kristen Soto and Rad R. Sean Sniffles. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, Sean Carter and Glad Goku. No longer sad. James Gray. Thank you, Slickster. Maxitas. Max Itaska. I'm sorry. That one, whatever. Maxitaska? Maxiltaski. How'd I get the E? Thank you, D's, aka Is That So? I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Mama Aki. Hope you're doing well. Also, she's a mod. If I forgot to mention your name as a mod so far, I'm sorry. Thank you, Andy Devora. We're not done reading names yet. You all on your seat. I'll say when we're done reading names. Thank you, Scott LaBar and Cedars, PhD, a PhD of Seeds, believe it or not. Thank you, Jiggly Turbo and the Club Rocker, Shuckster, to Dislig, the Prince of Ravens, Janelle Ramble. Wait, no, Janelle Rambo. Damn it, I'm rambling. Thank you, Janelle Rambo. Thank you, Painful Choice and John Mayer. The body is a wonderland. Thank you, Stone Ghost. Tropic. Again, was expecting some second part of the name. My apologies. Thank you, Derek Chapman. Vidya Gummy. Thank you. An evil Evil Ghost. Thank you very much. Thank you, Orderly Chaos. Dylan Swenson. Rabbit. Also, if no one noticed, I switched all the names around. Dynamic. Lost my play. Thank you, Ryusa Shilik, David Martinez, Keitaro, David Jensen, Tim Klomp, Aito ASMR. Yeah. That was some ASMR for you. Thank you, Joe Martfolio, Trevor Marquez. Thank you, Fat D the Second, my son. In another lifetime. Thank you, John Anderson, Lenny Barks, Celador. Good luck with your house, also, Ahmad. Thank you, Crust and Javier Zavalete. Well, I'm questioning it now. Javier. Curse you pronounce it. Thank you, Thank you, SMK, DA. You know who you are. Thank you, SMK. Thank you, Blue Crispy Waffle. I sniffled. I'm sorry. This is the worst end slate ever. I have a cold. Thank you, Rage Magic Cart, who is also a mod. I also hope you're doing well. It's been a while. But I hope you're doing well. And thank you very much. And thank you, Ryan, Rude, Nick, and Scarlet Robin. Scarlet also mod. Hope you're well. Thank you, Angie Pickle, and Brandon Burgoon, and Heather Hawthorne, and Jamie Lynn, and Clodek. Hi, Clodek. Hope you're doing well. You're a mod too, I think. It's early right now. If you're not, you're still a nice person. I've added a bunch of mods at this point. And sometime if you're not modded right now, you could be in the future. Thank you, Purin. Thank you, Sin the Kit of Gold. And thank you, everyone who supports me on Patreon. It means the world that you like my weird videos enough to want to see more of them. I again hope this video was enjoyed. Let's see what we're doing on time. Cool, we're past 8 minutes. That's going to upset someone when this goes public later on. If not that, then the noise in the background. But it's the worst end slate ever. The audio quality. I'm not going to add any music to this thing. You get to listen to the music of my sniffles and the sounds of summer. Yeah. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're all well. Stay safe. Love you all. Thank you again for everything. And I'll see you all next time on stream. Oh wait, no, except this was not a stream. God damn, I said it was early. Thank you. Next time on End Slate Bullshit Creepypasta stream. End Slate. Bye bye.